There are many here on the planet currently who are very aware they are experiencing an event uh, in their physical bodies. They are aware, highly aware, that their house is being rebuilt while they're still in it, while they're in the sometimes highly uncomfortable position of still living in it. And that this process is one of rebuilding a new body, a new structure, a new human. These templates, they're being built here on the planet by those with boots on the ground, so to speak, because this is the only place it can be built. The new structures have to be built from the ground level. And we are doing this. We are aware we are doing this. And we are doing this for the new beings, the new babes to be born into. They will come with the new bodies. They are the new human. We who are here now, ground level, doing this, are the new human. There's something that changed for me dramatically in 2018. Perhaps the reason why I'm going to discuss it here now at the close of 2018. In 2018, I did something I personally have never done. I came fully into this body. My soul, my higher fractal consciousness began more fully, and we're pretty close now to fully entering this physical body. And when this happened, I began experiencing this physical body very differently. And I don't mean this from the higher perspective of having experiences I've never had before in it, but a literal change of the body itself. I had never experienced weight before. My weight, this body's weight before. Weight can be symbolic of many things. It can be symbolic of gravity, without which we would not experience weight at all. It can be symbolic of what I call torque, or just the differentials between who I am and who you are, notably if these are judged as being negative differences. Or it can be a literal weight, and this is the sense in which I'm meaning it right here, right now. I began actually feeling 100% of the physical weight of this body, and I had never experienced that before. A great deal of my weight was carried for me. I was not coming fully into the body, was not meant to come fully in until now. This is all designed, it is all designed perfectly. I just had always felt light in my body, a wonderful lightness in my body. I did not feel weight, dense, heavy, solid. I never felt this, never felt this. This sounds so odd, even coming out of my mouth right now. This sounds so odd, I know, but I never felt the full weight of my physical structure before now, before 2018. And with feeling the weight came also feeling the pain, the literal pains of this body, also never felt before, never felt as fully as it's being felt now before. One thing in particular was a very large pain across my shoulders that is so heavy, so burdensome, so painful that when I began experiencing it at the front of 2018, I knew I had to do something. It was terrifying in the fact that this is the first time I'm feeling anything that I'm not able to almost immediately heal, remedy in some way, shape, or form. This was not being remedied by anything I endeavored. And the pain through 2018 only grew to be more and more and more. I knew I had to do something. I just didn't know what to do. None of my standard mechanisms were working until a couple months ago. I'm deciding which way to go with this. Well, let me just say I came across someone who reminded me. And I knew what I had to do was a very deep inner organ detox. And I began doing this. And through doing this, over the last couple months, this will probably go well into 2019. I likely won't be complete with what is being released from the cells and the cellular structure of this form until mid to late year 2019. It will take some time. I want to go slow. I want to see everything. I want to experience everything just like I always do. And this is one of the interesting elements of the awakening or the awareness that those of us have who know we're undergoing this event have, and this is the capacity to experience this not only from the physical spectrum, but to experience it from what I call additional consciousness space, additional consciousness states, and what most of the United States at least now commonly terms out of body experience. And this last week, maybe two weeks, it's been some time now, I have been experiencing every night, every day, the releasing of waste matter. I'm going to end that sentence right there, or that thought right there. I have been feeling the waste matter coming out of the cells into the bloodstream of my body, and experienced in additional consciousness states. I'm actually going into lifetime events. This is so hard to say. Let me say that the entire structure of the event of this, of integration, reintegration, and disintegration of that which is no longer serving this incarnation, from this incarnation is being experienced not just physically, but non-physically, not just physically, but metaphysically. And the entire structure of it, this morning in particular, I'm seeing it as a large skyscraper. Huge, big blue sky. I mean, and this is what really holds the whole thing up. There is the concept of a male and a female on the top of this skyscraper, and we co-simultaneously jump off the top together. And together, we combine and enter windows. And inside these windows are these very real experiences that are needing to be completed with. And in these states, in these experiences, I am completing with them. It has a physical body experience as well. And as my physical body is there in the bed, I am co-simultaneously aware of the multiple spectrums. They're happening at the same time. I'm able to hold them in awareness. And what I will feel through my physical body structure is what I have called in the past and still call an inner chill. It happens through my whole body. It happens from the inside out. It is not caused by anything in the external environment in. This can happen in the middle of summer when it's 120 degrees. It's an inner chill. And again, it happens from the inside out. It's cold. It feels like a rippling, like a warbling through my body. And at the time that that passes through, in a very precise brainwave pattern or structure, the experience changes from me being point consciousness in one of the individuals in one of these scenes into being one consciousness within them all and experiencing all the points co-simultaneously from the various perspectives and this is what helps me complete with the experience. But these are what I will call not easy experiences, hardcore, painful, sickening, dark events that some of which are mine as a whole and some of which are the actual independent cells composing this body. Fascinating. So to give you an example of a couple of them, let's see if I can bring a couple of them to mind from this morning. Okay, so the militia or military was again somehow in these months that I've been doing the detoxing. The idea of military and super soldier, and that has been coming in. So anyway, this morning these experiences have this sort of at their conceptual basis as well. And in one scene, this is an Asian type militia group, and there's one female, there's 3 males, and there is an invisible male presence in the room. The structure resembles my family structure of me and my siblings. Interesting. And there's a female on the table. This female is either having organs harvested or something not good, happening to her. The men are from the militia. The female is very much in love with the main person performing this atrocity upon her. And I'm not going to go into any more details about the certain scenario or situation. I will just say at or near this point, I get the inner chill. And I move from, again, point consciousness within the one, and in this one, it started out in the female, to one consciousness within all the individuals participating and simultaneously experiencing it from all points, which I'm going to tell you is blissful, regardless of the details of what is happening in the experience, is blissful. Because what was painful, what wasn't wanting to be seen, what was being carried in this body for a very long time is being released. And that in itself is it's joyous, it's intoxicating, it's blissful, it's relief, utter and absolute relief, along with the awareness of what exactly all that was about. That's all finally known, and knowing it, understanding from it, exemplifying it, the capacity to exemplify it all now in this form, in this structure, in this way, in this incarnation, to this world is priceless. Some of you are still afraid to see, still afraid to experience. there's that on my plate, which I still am as well. I'm not holding myself out of this equation. But I want you to come in real close to me right now. Come in real close to me and get the absence of the fear. Get as much as you need and bring that into you, and begin your participation in the conscious, the fully conscious, additional consciousness, experience and resolution of this in you from your point. We are the boots on the ground right now, and we do have to do this. We have to complete with this. We have to let the whole higher fractal consciousness into this incarnation to finish, to complete what we came here to do. The second experience, just because I told you I was going to give you two, was another military. This was an American military group situation. Again, same setup. One female, 3 male, invisible male presence in the room. And this was a male rape of another male. And it is not important in these experiences to consciously hold or cognize 100% of the details of these events when they arise. 100% will be experienced within the event, but when you come back to the physical space, you'll hold only what you need to, only what is necessary to continue here ground level with those you're meant to continue with. You know, I like to hold a lot of the data myself because I come here to make the videos to communicate with a certain group of you. And I hope that's appreciated. It's appreciated within me, first, foremost, and fundamentally, because I feel it's a part of me, not just a part of my mission, but a part of who I am. So it is appreciated to a very great degree in me. And I hope it's helpful to you as well. My heart's like really beating right now. Okay, I'm going to leave off here for today. I'm going to try to get out here to you more than I have been the past couple months in which I started making the videos again. I've redone my community page. Thank you for the reminder. I've redone the community page. We've lost all of our past discussion group comments, and I'm trying to get the new community page going. On there, currently 6 posts down from the top. That will not stay the same for very long, but you'll find a poll where I'm asking what it is you would like to be broadcasted here from me now. And so if you'd like to participate in that poll, the poll only allows 5 options. And so if there's something on there that I wasn't able to get in there, like the crystal and the crystal communication or anything else you can think of, just write it in the comments. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking this in openly and graciously.